spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang. Wherever there's a hang, you'll find a Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Coming to you on Geekonomics. The new Spider-Man comes out tomorrow night. We'll be going over our top Spider-Man movies
Today. Yes.
Plus other things as well.
Next Monday will be our Spider-Man spoiler review.
Yes.
We're going to go to Denny's after our showing tomorrow.
Yes, after the movies situation.
After the movies. But will be posted next Monday.
Yes.
So that way everybody has a long weekend to watch it.
Yes.
And
It's gonna
enjoy.
be a long weekend.
Yes. The weekend for me starts tomorrow night.
Lucky you.
Woohoo! Biggity bang!
Mine starts Wednesday night.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
I took Wednesday off.
Yeah.
Could do lawn work.
That's
It's not really a day off. It's a day off to do lawn work.
Yeah.
I can mow the lawn. I can do some mulching.
Yeah, I probably do that Thursday or Friday.
Fun time. I say I don't want to do it around the holiday.
Well, not like they're really going anywhere on the holiday.
Yeah, but I want to relax and enjoy.
Yeah.
And I have a thing I got to go to Friday. All right.
Although it's supposed to be like nuclear by the end of the week. Like it's supposed to be like 90 by the end of the week. So.
Yeah, that's fine. Beautiful today.
Yeah,
The humidity's gone. I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, Marcus, enough about the weather because that's the least interesting thing to talk about on a podcast.
It is.
Let's talk about a baby shower we went to.
We did go to probably the best baby shower I've ever been to in my life.
Right.
I haven't been to many, so there's not much to critique it against.
I've
it's
been
still
to
one of the better
a
ones.
few.
Yeah.
And only when they were allowed guys.
Yeah.
But this was an all-family baby
Yeah.
shower, which, in my opinion, should always be.
Yeah.
And it was open bar. It was
Yeah.
at the Grassmere in Enfield.
Yes, the Grassmere Country Club.
We got lunch,
Enfield's Country Club.
free beer. We had games. We had prizes. We
Yeah,
had fun in the sun.
We learned Bryon can't swaddle a baby.
Nope. And we learned that you shoved your hand up the bear's butt.
I did not shove it up the bear's butt.
That's what Scott.
I cupped the bear's
That's
butt.
what Scott Pellin told
That's
me.
how you change a baby.
He said to me about how
Because the photo that
he
Kristen
said- he
took
goes-
makes it look like I have my
he's
hand
like,
up the bear's butt.
I don't know if that's legal.
Yeah, it isn't in some states.
And we had there's this cool game. So they had all these plastic babies on a table, and the game
You
was
thought it was a cool game. Not many other people just
let me
kind of
explain.
annoyed by it,
you had all plastic babies,
especially
and
by you.
the more plastic babies you have by the end of the time there, you win a prize. But if you put the baby on the table, it's free game. Anybody can steal your baby. You
Yes.
have to keep it on you, not in a pocket,
Yes.
but on you somehow. And so I decided to walk around and start taking people's babies.
Yes.
It was great.
It was hilarious.
It's fun.
For
Of
at
course,
least 5 seconds. The youngest kid there,
one.
yeah,
She got like 11,
she had 12.
12.
Yeah.
I had 8.
Yeah,
But it was awesome. It was
Yeah.
fun.
I think she stole some off the table myself because there's mathematically I didn't see her grabbing
No.
too many babies.
People were donating to her.
Yeah, then you're trying to get people to adopt your babies, and no one wanted them.
Yeah. Well, some people did take their babies
Yeah.
back. I want my baby back, baby back.
Baby back.
But a big congratulations to John and Kristen.
Yes, John Francois is having a child.
Actually,
John
John
the world
Francia
that we
is
are in.
not having a child. Kristen's having
Kristen's
a child.
having the child, and John Francois is going to be there.
Right.
Yeah.
He physically cannot have a child.
No, he's not Arnold Schwarzenegger from.
Right. Kristen is physically having the baby. John will be there to support
Yes.
her the
John
whole
and Kristen
way.
are having a child together.
Right.
Yes.
And it's going to be, I'm very excited for them
Yes.
both, and it's very happy.
John seems very
Great news.
confident.
This is
You
the
can tell it's
first
the
one.
first time. You can tell it's a first-time parent. They're very confident, or he's very confident.
Listen, we would all be the same way. You don't really know it until it happens.
I'll be paranoid. I'll be stressed out.
Why?
I'm also 4 kids. I know what happens with children. I know what babies are like. They're basically just poop factories.
Yeah.
And to think that you're not getting any poop on you whatsoever is like a fool's errand.
Yeah. I do
gonna be
want to.
pooped
I
on.
want to. When I get paid next, I want to just buy a couple more fun onesies, like
Yeah,
like you were
one
that,
I got,
and just
yeah.
mail it, have them go right to their
Yeah,
address.
I want to just like randomly mail them like random.
Because they're
clothes.
gonna go through onesies and clothing like water.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just gonna be like this kid will wear a onesie one time, shit itself, and then you're gonna put it in another one.
Yeah.
And it shit itself later.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's all it is. It's just
Especially at the beginning.
yeah. It's
Yeah, for like the first year, that's basically all it is just churning laundry.
right. Yep. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a fun time.
It's gonna be a blast.
But I'm very excited for both of them.
I am.
They're having the child in
Yes.
August, end of August.
That's the due date.
So she's got the dog days of summer.
Dog days of summer, and they're remodeling their house at the same time. So they're not living at their house, living somewhere
right now,
else.
right? Because right now they're doing.
That's oof. a
But
lot to
wh-
be going on.
But when the baby gets like 4 or 5, it'll just trash everything. So
That's true,
everything
yeah.
they remodeled,
Yeah, it's gonna be destroyed
gonna be
within
destroyed.
5 years anyway.
crayon on the wall,
Markers,
paints,
Poop.
glitter, poop.
It's good to save everything.
Just if it's a boy, so it's just
Yeah.
gonna destroy everything.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna be breaking things, throwing things.
They'll
through
just
walls.
enjoy the new house.
Yeah.
This
Just
for like a
yeah.
month and a half.
Yeah,
and then say
it's
goodbye.
gonna- it's kiss it goodbye, and it'll be a good time.
Yeah. So Mark,
Yes. Brian.
yesterday we had CliffCon.
Yes.
Uh,
good times at the CliffCon. as
You were
always.
manning the old Matt Ryan.
I was manning the free lunch booth
lunch
for
booth.
Matt Ryan. He's on vacation.
A well-deserved vacation.
Yes, I talked to him after the show. When I got home, he called. Mm-hmm. We had a quick chat. He's having a great time on his vacation in the Outer Banks. So there's no jams if you're a jammer and you listen to the show.
All
There's-
10 people
There's no jams.
jams.
Tonight.
or 20 people. I
No
don't know.
classes this week while he's away. So he's away for the week.
Good for him.
He's having a great time. It was a good show. The kid that was sitting next to me, one of Matt's students, Jackson. He's like 12, 13 maybe. Mm-hmm. It was his first time doing a show. He sold a lot of his art, so he was very excited. So yeah, besides that, it was a good show. Bryon picked up a good little trophy while he was there.
I got a cool Max statue.
Yeah.
Yes, very excited. It was awesome. I gotta make a room to display it in my room. But we're gonna be having another con at the end of July. Now
Yes.
it's officially July.
of the
Sunday,
River.
East of the River, American Legion, the last
Mariah's
Sunday of
birthday.
July. Huh?
Mariah's birthday.
Who's Mariah?
My little sister.
Okay.
She'll be 25.
All 5 people who are listening to who are like, who's Mariah?
It's me cutting my heart out because it's like tweaks me out that she's gonna be 25 years old.
Good for her. And she got a job.
Yeah.
She got a career.
Yeah.
She got a car.
Yeah,
she's
she's-
just got to move out.
She's doing it. She's doing it, as the kids would say.
But I'm officially selling stuff. I'm so excited. I got so much crap.
I've heard you're very excited.
I'm very excited.
Scott, who runs the show, said you're very excited about it. So it should be
Why
cool.
would Scott tell you? I've told you. And
I know you've told me, and Scott has told me as well.
Okay, I guess.
He's very excited for you that you're excited. It's gonna be at the American Legion on Route 5.
Right. 10 to 3.
10 to 3.
$1 to get in, 99 cents
Yep.
to get in.
99 cents to get in. That'll be,
Parking will be much better this time because the weather will be
Hopefully,
nicer.
if it's not raining.
No mud.
Yeah.
You can also park across the street at the produce store or park at the plaza and just walk
on the
over.
street where the Gold's Gym is and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Sandy's telling you stuff. So that's all happening at the end of July. We're going to talk about we're going to promote it every
we'll be
week
promoting it every week until that happens.
until it happens. And I'm going to post a week before a lot of the stuff I will be selling for prices.
You know what you should do? Like Matt and I were thinking of doing. Well, he sent me a picture of what he wanted it to be set up as, and I just didn't do it the way he wanted it. I just did it the way I wanted to. But just like take a picture, like put out a table, like you have like one of those Lifetime tables.
Mm-hmm.
Put all the stuff out, like, and just take a picture that way. So you don't have to like individually take pictures of everything.
I'm going to take group photos of things.
Yeah.
Big things.
Yeah.
What's
What's the general stuff that you're going to be doing?
I'm going to have 4 short boxes of comics.
Ooh.
I'm going to have a 5th short box that's going to have old magazines. And when I say magazines, old creepy Crack, Mad, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And some graphic novels. So I have 5 short boxes of that kind of stuff, ranging from 25 cents, $1, to I think the high end $10. And then everything is basically $1 if it's not priced. And then my theme is basically Batman. It's the anniversary of Batman this year. I have a Batman statue. I have 4 Batman bobbleheads, not the pop figures. These are like
the pre-Funko.
They're very detailed. They're awesome. I have a Robin, a Batman, a Joker, and a Catwoman. I also have 3 die-cast cars, NASCAR cars. One with the Joker, one with Batman, and then a bigger Joker. Yeah. The scale is bigger. Yeah. And then I also have an old Batman vintage Joker. That's from, I think it's from the 40s. Wow. On a little stand. It's really cool. And then I also have a die-cast car, limited edition Batmobile that there was only a certain amount made. I have one of those. Then I have a chest full of a bunch of stuff, just all probably under $5, a bunch of stuff. Just tons of toys, just randomness. So I have a lot of stuff. Yeah. And I have more. I just need to clear out this stuff first. Yeah. So I hope to do this more and hopefully do more of local conventions like this. Yeah. I'd like to just start doing it like every year. Yeah. It's a good time when I did it with Jeremy for his dad's stuff. Yeah. It's a good time to kind of just get out there. And there's a whole different feel to it. Yeah. I know July, I'm excited for this because my first time doing it. And I know July, it might be tough because it's the middle of the summer. People are on vacation. People aren't spending as much. But I feel like when I do it in October. Well, it's a good, get in kind of thing. Right, get used to doing it. Exactly. It's a good jumping off point for me. So, so that's what's happening. But Mark. Yes. So Endgame did not do it, my friend. It made $5 million here. It made a little $2 million overseas. Wow. So it made only about $7 million over the weekend, which is peanuts. Yeah. It needed 30 some odd million. It now needs 27 million. Yeah. And the fact is, after this weekend, it's only doing a little over 2,000 theaters. Yeah. And with Spider-Man coming out, it's done. It's past it's coming out in digital at the end of the month. So Disney's going to pull it from the theater pretty soon. Yeah. Physical comes out in the middle of August. Yeah. So and obviously it only made 7 million. That just tells you not many people are willing to go back out to watch a 3-hour film when you have Spider-Man coming out this weekend. Yeah. Also, it came out that the 6 minutes of footage was like a tribute video. Yeah, it was 20 seconds of Hulk deleted. 20 seconds of a deleted scene of Hulk, unfinished. And then a tribute to Stanley. And then, which I think is a tribute from Captain Marvel. No, it's a brand new one. Yeah, but it's along that line of the one that was in like Captain Marvel. It's Talking Heads. I don't know. It's brand new for us. Yeah. And then after that was a teaser for Homecoming. Yeah. So really, wasn't anything really worth the effort of going out and watching. Like I said, go see another movie, dip your head in during the end credits, and just watch it. Yeah. Or wait until now. I bet you 1,000,000 to 1 half this shit's online. Yeah. Someone in India, I sure filmed it and put it on YouTube. Yeah. So, I think Avatar. It's gonna stay. Hollywood Reporter is saying they do not imagine Endgame doing 27 million between now and it cuts out of theater. No, there's no way. No, and like every nerd was like, "We gotta go see Endgame one last time." Yeah, it's not gonna happen because I thought that would if they had went for that selling point of it and said, "Hey, get behind us. We want to take down Avatar." If they went with that attack frame for this thing instead of just being like, hey, we're going to throw some stuff on it. We'll give you a poster. Well, I think that was the thing. One final victory lap. Yeah. And the victory lap could have put them over the edge. Yeah. But 30 million. And now I think if they sold it better, they could have probably done it. If they were closer, they would have had more chance. But yeah, I don't know. It's just what's going to beat Avatar? Is it really that big of a deal? Yes, something has to dethrone Avatar. Come on, Mark. Something has to dethrone it, and it can't be Avatar 2.
It could be Star Wars Episode 9.
Let's hope. I don't think it will. I don't think
It's the last one of the Skywalker trilogy or story.
Every Star Wars film makes less and less as you go. Episode 1, Episode 3.
Yeah, it was the last one, though.
Force Awakens to now, it has. I don't see it doing... I see it maybe doing better than Last Jedi, but not as good as Force Awakens.
I don't know.
No. And we're going to have a nice break.
I think with also being the last one, and like you said, there's a break afterwards, people are going to be like, this is my last chance to see Star Wars in theaters for a while.
There is
I got to check this out.
There is a rumbling online, a force rumbling. San Diego Comic-Con's coming up soon,
Yes,
like in a couple weeks?
Like 2 weeks from now.
So the producers of Game of Thrones are going to be on the Star Wars panel.
Yes.
And everybody's planning on booing them. That's the big thing. Everybody's they're just going, we can't wait to boo them when they come on
they're even doing
stage.
like an actual Game of Thrones panel.
No.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. HBO has announced it. They're doing a Game of Thrones
But they're not
going
to be there.
Yes, they are.
Where? Look this up, because there's no Game of Thrones panel.
Yes. HBO has announced
Look
they're
it
doing
up.
a Game
Stop
of
just
Thrones-
telling. I'm telling
Game
you.
of Thrones panel with
The producers are not going to be there.
yes, the two guys are going to be there.
Look this up.
Benioff and what's his face are going to be there.
Benhoff?
or whatever his name is.
Benninger? No, they're going to be at the Star Wars panel.
They're doing that too, but there's also doing.
I don't think there is a Game of... Why would you have a Game of Thrones panel?
They're doing a thank you panel for the fans.
Why? So people can be upset?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Here, hold on. I got it.
Look this up. Game of Thrones.
All right, here we go. I got it.
All right.
2019. Hold on. That was a bad article.
July 18th is Comic-Con.
Game of Thrones headed to Comic-Con next month. This is from June 10th.
Okay.
Exclusive, barring any unforeseen conquest of King's Landing. Game of Thrones looks certain to be returning to Comic-Con's Hall H next month for a triumphant celebration of the Emmy-winning series' record-breaking run.
Mm-hmm. That's it?
Well, there's like a whole bunch of stuff, but it tells you like it said. I read an article where it said who they were taking.
Oh,
there and
yeah,
everything.
David Benioff and D.B. Wise will be taking a seat on the panel. Oh,
Yeah.
God, this is going to be a shit show.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the people at these panels are diehards. They're not going to...
This is from IGN 4 days ago.
They could get a boo. I would imagine them booed.
Let me see here. HBO has announced they are attending
So
San Diego Comic-Con 2019 with panels for Game of Thrones, Westworld, and his Dark Materials. There will also be autograph signing sessions at the event.
Wow. So this was just announced.
His Dark Materials panel will be Thursday. Game of Thrones will have a panel on Friday, July 19th at 5:30 in Hall H with the following cast members: Jacob Anderson, John Bradley, Nicolaj Coster-Waldau, Liam Cunningham.
Oh man! All right, we don't have to. We don't care. We don't care.
Hampstead creators and showrunners David Benioff and
Yes.
D.B. Wise will be on the panel also.
Yes.
As well as director and executive producer Miguel Sapochnik, who was the director of the Battle for Winterfell episode.
Yeah.
The most pained episode of the season because you couldn't see anything.
Right.
So HBO is basically like trotting these people out there to get blasted by fans.
I mean, like I said, it's not going to be. It's going to be.
It's going to be a bunch of fans that are going to be like, "Why did the season suck?
Maybe.
Why was the season so bad? Why was this episode so dark? Why
I will
couldn't
go
see
opposite
anything?"
though. There are some people who did like it.
Well, I know, but
So
there's going to be that too.
They're going to be, for the majority, they're going to get applaud because it was a great show.
Yes.
But I think the showrunners are
Will get booed.
Yeah, when they come out and they're announced, they might get a boo.
Yes.
And I think they deserve it. I mean, I just can't get over how disappointed I was. And
Yeah.
it took me this long to really think about.
Then Westworld's panel's on Saturday, by the way.
I've never seen Westworld, so I don't care.
I don't know how you haven't seen Westworld. It's
Wow.
a great show.
Yeah, I'll get to it.
Season 3 is like set in the future. It looks really good.
Get back to me in 20 years. I'll watch it.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Marcus, let's get on to the meat of the show.
The meat of the situation.
So we are going to be ranking all 7 Spider-Man films.
All 7.
Starting with Tobey Maguire 2002 Spider-Man, all the way up to 2018's Into the Spider-Verse. Mm-hmm. You okay with it? You want me to go
Yeah,
first?
I just decided to make a change to mine. I've been going back and forth in my 1 and 2, and I've decided to change them.
Or you're just making a list right now.
No, I have the list right here. See?
All right, I believe you. Do you want me to go first?
Yes. Do your number 7.
So my number 7, Marcus.
Let's see if we have the same least favorite Spider-Man movie.
It is going to be Spider-Man 3. 2007 Spider-Man 3
Wow.
is my number 7.
That's not my number 7.
Well, I have a little factoid about
Okay.
Spider-Man 3, 2007. All of the screams Kristen Dunst had for this film were recycled from Spider-Man 2, 2004.
It's a random thing.
Yeah, they just recycled her screams. Maybe she couldn't scream anymore. She's like, I'm done screaming.
I'm done
This
screaming.
script sucks.
This script's terrible. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, Spider-Man 3, man, that was like last season of Game of Thrones for me. It was kind of a letdown.
It was worse than last season of Game of Thrones for me. But it still wasn't my worst Spider-Man film that I ever saw.
It wasn't your worst?
My worst was The Amazing Spider-Man number 2. The
Wow, the
Jamie
Andrew
Foxx
Garfield.
as Electro awfulness. Andrew Garfield's
bad.
continued terrible Spider-Man. Emma Stone mailing in as Mary Jane.
See, I'd rather watch that one again than 3.
And they had the thing where she falls and
Well, that's how she died in the comics. We knew that was all going to
yeah,
happen.
but it was just kind of
It was kind of lame. Also, when they were in the electric field and they played the Spider-Man theme,
yeah,
that was so stupid.
yeah, it was bad.
It was really cringeworthy. The whole
yeah,
thing.
the whole movie was cringeworthy.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to number 6, Mark.
Okay.
My number 6, The Amazing Spider-Man number 2, 2014.
We just have these inverted.
Oh, really?
My number 6 was Spider-Man 3.
All right. So let's. I have one more factoid for Spider-Man 3
Okay.
to go with your number 6.
All right.
In total, Spider-Man 3, 2007,
Yes.
took 2 years and 10 months to make.
Wow.
It was considered at one point to split the movie into 2 films,
Ugh.
which could have saved it.
It might have helped.
It might have helped.
Had Topher Grace to have Venom be in one movie and
Topher Grace
Sandman
build
be
up.
in the second movie.
Right,
Yeah.
or yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Have Sandman be the main villain in the first movie and then have the buildup of Venom be revealed as Venom at the end of the first movie and then have
Right.
the second movie be Venom. That would have been different. I would have actually liked it better that way.
I know. They really
It was
fucked
too
it.
rushed. Too many villains in one movie.
Damn right. And
Along the lines of Spider-Man 2. Too many villains in one movie.
yes, and I have a factoid.
And they had that weird background story of the parents that never
The parent. Oh.
really materialized.
Sandman's parents?
In Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Remember?
Oh.
It was like some weird thing like
They
they
were
were...
they were spies.
Yeah, but they were supposed to be like the Sinister Six they were building towards, and there was just a whole...
Oh, I got some
Debacle.
stuff. I got
That-
some
that
stuff
was.
for you. So you said The Amazing Spider-Man number 2, 2014.
Yes.
Here's a little factoid on that.
Okay.
The humorously hateful news boss, John Jonah Jameson,
Yes.
one of the most iconic characters in Spider-Man's mythos, was never mentioned in Amazing Spider-Man 2012. In this sequel, he is spoken of frequently, but never appears.
Yes.
The producers claim they could not find an actor to measure up to J.K. Simmons' legendary portrayal of the character in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man films. Stan Lee, the writer who came up with the idea for these characters and made cameos in all the films, has often said he would volunteer to play Jameson if he were 30 or 40 years younger. That's kind of cool. I think we all hoped J.K. Simmons would have come back.
Yeah. Would have been weird, though, if it was the same.
So,
Number 5.
no, wait. Before we go to number 5.
Oh.
So
Sorry.
we have, I said The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3, and you said both of those as well.
Yes.
So I have one more factoid for The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and we
Okay.
can put that movie to bed.
Thank God.
One more. Here we go.
Yes.
The future of the Amazing Spider-Man franchise was widely reported to be incredibly confusing following these film releases. In the build-up of the film, and indeed a few months after its release, it was confirmed that it will be following by Amazing Spider-Man 3
Yes.
and a Sinister Six spin-off film
Yes.
with Venom and an untitled female superhero films, as well as Amazing Spider-Man 4, also confirmed to be in the works. However, in August, Sony announced that the Sinister Six would take place of Spider-Man 3, and that the third in the trilogy would be pushed back to an unspecifically date in 2018.
Specified.
Yeah. Yeah. Then, during a hack, this is when the whole
The
hacking
Sony
happened.
hack happened.
When the Sony hack emails happened, it
Yes.
was revealed with much media coverage that Sony had approached Marvel Studios with a deal to share the rights of the
Yes.
franchise, which Marvel refused,
Yes.
which we all thought it was the opposite. During this period of time, it was also revealed that Sony wished to fire Andrew Garfield due to his speaking out of the production studio and refusal to meet them for company events.
Mm-hmm.
After a lengthy silence, Sony and Marvel revealed on the 9th of February 2015 they would work together to produce a new Spider-Man series set in the MCU, and that the Amazing Spider-Man franchise was canceled.
Yes.
So it's funny how we all said,
Marvel was going after Sony this whole time.
but when the hacks came out, it was actually Sony reaching
Yes.
out, and Marvel didn't want to
Because
do
they
it.
didn't want to be attached to that terrible series that they had started.
Right. But they made the right
Sony
choice.
has had the rights since like 85 for Spider-Man.
No, I don't think they bought it in 85. They bought it when Marvel went out, when Marvel was,
In 85. That's when they bought
I thought it was in the 90s.
No, in 85. The rights were under CBS, had the rights, because they had the TV show back in the day, the live-action TV show
Right.
in the 70s. And then when that ended, Sony bought the rights from CBS for the use of Spider-Man. So the rights were sitting on Sony's lap for all that time. And they did the Tobey Maguire movies.
No,
Then they-
Sony bought the rights in the 90s, like when Marvel was going bankrupt. Because Sony had the chance to buy all the characters, and they said nobody would watch those movies.
Yeah.
And they
Anyways,
only bought Spider-Man.
Either way.
Yeah.
Sony had the Tobey Maguire movies, and then they were so thrilled with the Tobey Maguire movies, they decided to reboot their own franchise again
Well,
to do the Andrew Garfield ones
well,
for some reason.
there are things about that.
We'll
get
talk
into-
about it. We'll talk about it as
into
we get going in.
All right, so we have 7 and 6 are done, right?
Yes, number 5.
Okay, I'll start with number 5 here. Don't tell me your number 5 until I have a factoid for this one.
Okay.
My number 5, The Amazing Spider-Man 2012, was Andrew Garfield, the first one.
Do I still not tell you my number
Not
5?
yet, not yet.
Even if it's
Is it the same one?
the same one.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
My number 5 as well.
You know, it wasn't that
Amazing
bad of a
Spider-Man.
reboot. This movie was actually...
Andrew Garfield's just not a superhero character. He's just not good at it.
I thought it was...
His accent was not good. He wasn't.
His
He's not good at
accent?
doing an American accent because he's British.
His American accent was fine.
He's just, I don't know. It was just, it didn't feel like a Spider-Man movie. It just felt like,
I don't know.
I
To
don't
me,
know.
I
just
liked
wasn't
it.
happy with it.
I liked the first one. Overall, it was an enjoyable reboot. I was like, oh, they captured the character nicely. I like the characters.
I wasn't a fan of Emma Stone. I wasn't a fan of the Lizard being the villain.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The Lizard character, like, Lizard as the main villain was just kind of ho-hum.
Well, it was the beginning. It was the first one.
Yeah.
And then it went
But then
ho-hum.
they tried to launch that story of the parents and the spy thing. And
Yeah.
It was just too
Well,
much.
that was in the second one. Well,
they had that in the first
you're
one,
right.
too.
You're right. You're right.
So at the end of the first one, they had the clip where he walks through
The bus station.
well, not even the bus station, but they have the clip where the guy's walking through the thing and it's got like the vulture wings and all that.
Right. Right.
Yeah. It just didn't make sense.
Well, here's some factoids for Amazing Spider-Man 2012, which I liked. You were indifferent.
Yeah.
Didn't care for it. Originally considered as Spider-Man 4, a direct sequel to the original film trilogy, Sony Pictures had actually begun pre-production before opting to make this film as a reboot. Instead, Sony renegotiated contracts with Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire and Kristen Dunst. Each received a reported $30 million for a 3-picture deal with the intention of starting a new trilogy in the series.
Yeah.
So they were thinking
4, 5, 6.
and they would all come back.
Yeah.
Okay, so scripts were commissioned, with each writer earning upwards of $1 million or more for their services.
Jesus.
The story would have introduced the Vulture as the new villain.
Yes.
Raimi initially approached Ben Kingsley for the role, which
Would have been awesome.
he would have pulled it off. Michael Keaton was great.
Keaton was great,
but they
but
kind of look the same at this
Ben
point.
Kingsley would have been really good.
Yeah, right. For the role of Vulture, but they ended up casting John Malkovich. He was going to be the Vulture. Yeah, I know. Malkovich was actually slated to play Norman Osborn in the original film series, but
Yeah, I
had
remember
to
that.
withdraw due to scheduling conflicts.
Because he was doing Red.
In addition to the Vulture, the film would also introduce villainous Felicia Hardy, with Anne Hathaway set to play the character. In the initial story, Hardy would become her comic book alter ego Black Cat.
Yeah.
Though later scripts recreated Hardy as an original character called Vultress.
Oh, God.
Raimi also expressed interest in having Dylan Baker return as Dr. Kurt Connors, who would transform into the Lizard.
Yeah.
Which would make
That'd
total
been
sense.
good. Yeah.
Through executive producers Ava Art vetoed this idea, with development costing skyrocketing in excess of $100 million.
Jeez.
Raimi, unhappy with the repeated revisions of the script, intentions rising between Raimi and the producers and Sony, Sony decided in 2010 to cancel the film and reboot the series instead. Raimi, for his part, has said it was for the best, as the director had been unhappy with Spider-Man 3, citing studio interference, and hated the storyline, how it became just crazy for the fourth film. So there you go. That is the history. They originally, it just got so convoluted, it just got so crazy that nobody was happy, and this became bigger than anything.
There's
and
just no way to
they squashed it. Right. Basically, they put themselves in a corner, a very expensive corner.
No one put Spider-Man in the corner.
And one last factoid about Amazing Spider-Man 2012. While I guess in the Howard Stern show in 2016, Sally Field, Aunt May, was asked if she liked The Amazing Spider-Man. And her answer was, not especially. It's not my kind of movie. But my friend Laura was the producer, and we knew it would be her last film. And she was my first producer partner, and she was a spectacular human. When Stern asked her how much effort she put into preparing for Aunt May role, she said, "Not a great deal. It's really hard to find a three-dimensional character in it, and you work as much as you can, but you can't put 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag."
Wow.
You can't put 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
You can't.
I mean, she was a great Aunt May,
She was an all right Aunt May.
but I think the one we have now is...
Marissa Tomei. How about you?
And it's fun. They play in the fact that she's younger.
Yes.
And she's good looking.
Yes, she is.
And it makes Peter uneasy.
Yes. It'd probably make it a lot more easy in this one tomorrow. I'll tell you that much.
So that was our
Number 5.
So now we have the Amazing Spider-Man movies are done.
Yes.
They're gone. Look at that. We kind of knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, we kind of situated that.
So number 4,
Number 4. You go first, and we'll see if we've matched up again.
Spider-Man 2.
We have matched up again.
Wow, 2004.
This could turn into a very quick process. Any factoids about Spider-Man 2?
Spider-Man 2.
See, these are like these top 4. It's all good movies. I
Yes.
like all 4 of these. So it's not like, I mean,
Totally
they
agree.
definitely like fall into order, like the exact order of what.
Yeah, I mean, any given day, you could probably mix my top 4, and I would be fine with it.
Probably not mine,
No.
but the top 2 are definitely. You can slide them back and forth, but
Not the top 4.
yeah.
All right. What did we say?
Spider-Man 2. This is,
Spider-Man 2.
Hobgoblin.
Tobey Maguire's participation was in doubt at one point because he was suffering severe back pains.
Yes.
Jake Gyllenhaal was lined up to play Spider-Man and had already begun preparing, but Maguire decided to take part after all. So basically, we could have had Jake Gyllenhaal play Spider-Man in a sequel. They wouldn't mention it. It would just be a new actor,
Yeah.
like Batman.
Yeah.
And then he would have been the bad guy
Yeah,
in
and
these
Marvel
movies.
has been trying to get Jake Gyllenhaal into a movie. Like they've had him kind of like, we're gonna get you into a movie. Don't take a thing. Like we have you. Like they had like not even give him like a retainer, so to speak. But they always said to him, once we find something for you, he's like, I want to be in a Marvel movie, and they're like, we want you to be in one, but we need to find the right character for you. So they've been going back and forth for years. Like he's been rumored he was possibly going to be. I think they said at one point he was up for Captain America.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked.
No, it wouldn't have worked. At one point he was even up for Peter Quill. So he's been up for like multiple. Like he's gone out like in the running for multiple characters in the Marvel universe.
And he
so
finally got it.
settled on Mysterio as being the perfect run for him. So
McGuire decides to take part after all. However, according to the DVD commentary, the "my back" joke after Peter falls from the roof was purely coincidental. As it was written into the script before McGuire's problem arose, Gyllenhaal would go on to play Spider-Man's enemy, Mysterio, 15 years later.
yes,
That's crazy to think that movie came
Yeah.
out 15 years ago.
I know.
And I have one more. Testing with focus groups was done to help determine the film's title. At one point, the titles under consideration were Spider-Man, No More, Spider-Man 2 Lives, and Spider-Man Unmasked.
Yeah,
And they just went simple. Spider-Man
2.
Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3.
Yes.
But I like the ones that, like Homecoming and
Isn't
then
Spider-Man 2
Far
also
From Home.
the?
I like those.
No, I think it was just regular Spider-Man was the video game. Or was it Spider-Man 2? Was the great video game that we were addicted to.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to find the newspapers everywhere.
Right. 2 was
And there was
great.
a Deadpool reference in it.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Um,
On the PlayStation 2.
yep.
Oh, man.
Good times.
Good
And
times.
And Bruce Campbell did the Bruce Campbell did the introduction to like all of them.
Yeah.
He did the
Yeah.
tutorial. All right, Marcus. So that was our number 4.
Number 4.
We're going down to number 3.
Number 3.
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man.
Homecoming.
Wow. We have a difference.
Wait, before you tell me,
Okay.
I'm going to read one factoid from Homecoming, and then you can tell me what yours is going to be, so I
Okay.
can spread them out.
All right.
Homecoming factoid. In an interview from 2013, while promoting his upcoming film, How I Live Now, Tom Holland was asked by a reporter what kind of role he might want to try next. Then Holland replied, saying a project with action and humor would be interest to him, and the reporter asked if he would ever like to play a superhero. And he said, maybe Spider-Man. In 10 years' time, answered Holland. The reboot of a reboot, if they would do it. And that was in 2013. That's kind of cool. And then I have 4. I'll read one more.
Okay.
Jennifer Connelly voiced Spider-Man's computer Karen.
Yes.
Her husband, Paul Bentley, had voiced Iron Man's Jarvis.
Yes.
She was also cast because of her appearance in John Hughes' produced Career Opportunities. Homecoming pays homage to Hughes' high school films, and casting Connelly was done as a tribute to his career. Connelly was also previously cast as Elizabeth Betty Ross in Hulk, which
Yes.
that was like the first MCU movie.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool that her and her husband
Yeah.
both played
They've both been robotic
AIs.
voices in it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Marcus, what is your number?
My number 3
Number
is
3.
Spider-Man. The original.
The original Tobey Maguire.
Original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Wow. So I got a little fact. This is a good one.
Okay.
Hugh Jackman revealed that he was supposed to have a brief cameo as Wolverine in the original
Yes.
Spider-Man. Jackman actually showed up in New York to film the scene, but the entire plan was scrapped when the crew couldn't get access to the Wolverine costume from X-Men.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Why didn't he even need the costume? He could have showed up just as in an outfit.
I guess if you have the costume, you'd know who he was instantly. It was a cameo.
Yeah, but you would know who he was if he was just had the hairstyle and the claws.
Maybe it wasn't gonna, but probably weren't going to CG his claws. I don't know.
Yeah, who
but
knows?
obviously the costume was for some
Yeah.
reason. Wow. So we're going number 2?
You're number 2.
My number 2 is 2002's Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Wow.
This is the first film to gross 100 million in its opening weekend alone. At the time, no movie had done so, even when adjusted for inflation. Now it happens all the time.
Yes.
But can you imagine in 2002?
Yeah.
How far we've come?
We've come a long way.
That's crazy. All right, Marcus, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Nice.
I enjoyed it immensely.
It was very good.
Watched it multiple times.
Yes, I own it.
I would say, in my opinion, Tom Holland's the best of the 3 Spider-Men.
And you like his English accent?
I do. I like his accent,
His
his American
American?
accent better
You like
than Garfield's.
I
I think Garfield might even be American. I didn't even know.
no, Garfield is from.
He's England? Okay, good.
You didn't even
I don't
know.
even care.
You're just making shit up.
I just don't like Andrew Garfield.
All right,
But no, I like his. I like him. I like
the whole cast is
the whole
great.
cast. I love the sidekick friend, and Michael Keaton as Vulture was fantastic.
Yeah, and that spoiler alert, but like when they're in the car
Yeah,
and he
turns around to it because he knows who he is.
and that's his father.
Yeah.
That's her father.
Yeah.
So great, and nobody really saw that coming. We didn't see it coming.
And it's even just like great because it's a situation a lot of guys have been in where you're not like the father's a criminal or anything, but you've been in that situation where the girl gets out of the car and the dad like gives you that look like, no, you don't do anything with my daughter that's on tort. So you kind of like had that thought going into it, like,
Yeah.
oh, he's gonna read in the riot act as that, but then he realizes. Then
He
you
knows
find out that he knows who
he
he is.
is.
And then it's like, oh man, now it's even more intense.
I know it was so good.
Yeah.
So I got some factoids from Homecoming, Mark. J.K. Simmons had previously expressed interest in returning to the role
Yes.
of John Jonah Jameson,
Yes.
which would have been really awesome.
Yes.
However, once he was cast as Commissioner Gordon in the shitty Justice League movie, all
Yes.
discussion of this happening ceased.
Probably a good thing.
I disagree.
We're not at that point where we need J. Jonah Jameson yet.
That's true.
That's my only thing.
But is this going to stop him from like being in
No,
a future
I think
movie?
people have kind of forgotten Justice League happened at this point. So he could probably get away with being in the movie again.
I hope, because I think only
If
he
anything,
can do
people
it.
would think he's a State Farm guy. Why is a State Farm guy in this movie?
We
But that's
are
about it.
farmers.
Dun, 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 dun.
According to James Gunn, Stan Lee's cameo in the film,
Or it's not State Farm. It's whatever. Farmers Insurance, whatever.
We Are Farmers, State
Yeah.
Farm.
Is it State Farm? No, I
Yes.
think it's Farmers Insurance.
It's State Farm.
Is it? Okay.
No. Yes.
I don't, think
I don't know.
I don't know.
Doesn't
State
matter.
Farm's the khakis. What are you wearing? Khakis.
No.
Check the
State
phone.
Farm Insurance.
Here's what I found.
I think it's We Are Farmers. Yeah.
I think that's Farmers Insurance, though.
Why does this matter? But I gotta look it up.
I know, because now it's going to bother us
No.
the rest of the day if we don't.
State Farm Insurance
Yes.
theme.
J.K. Simmons does Farmers Insurance ads.
All right, you're right. Wow, Mark, and you're right. Mark this on your calendar, folks.
Mark it in your calendar. I was right. Doesn't happen often.
No,
All right.
first. All right. According to
Homecoming.
James Gunn,
Yes.
Stan Lee's cameo in this film is one of the 4 Lee cameos filmed in one day. Itself, alongside cameo appearances in Doctor Strange, 2016, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, 2017, and another title he did not lay detail into. It suggested that it would have been Thor Ragnarok.
Yes.
However, Gunn did not direct Lee's cameo here. So, for Homecoming, Stan Lee did Doctor Strange, Guardians Volume 2, Thor Ragnarok all in one day.
Yeah.
And it's sad because...
Could have been the Marvel one.
Huh?
Could have been the Captain Marvel one.
No, because that came out this year. These were all 20,
at that time frame? Oh,
yeah,
gotcha,
around the
gotcha.
same time frame. All right, Mark. We got the top 2, right?
We're on the top one, I believe.
Did I say my top 1?
You said your second one was the original Spider-Man.
What did you say?
I said Homecoming.
All right, so we had our top 1.
Our top one is going to be the same.
Ready? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. A fucking amazing film.
It was fantastic. It was a Spider-Man movie everyone's wanted to see. And it wasn't even really Spider-Man. It was the Miles Morales Spider-Man. It wasn't the Peter Parker Spider-Man.
But it was
Even though the
everybody.
Peter Parker Spider-Man was in it. But it was just so well done. It was like...
Yeah. It was a
fantastic.
love letter to Spider-Man.
It
I really
was.
thought. And I can't wait for the sequel.
Oh, I can't wait.
Spider-Man 2099 coming in
Yes.
to the fray.
Yes.
And, I mean, they even have opportunity to give us those cameos they wanted to.
Spider-Gwen comes back.
Well, they wanted to have Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland to
Yes.
voice Spider-Man. And
Yes.
we could get that.
You can.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
I mean, the movie is just amazing. And
Yeah.
I got some quick little factoids.
Okay.
It was the first non-Disney or Pixar film to win an Academy Award for Best
Yes.
Nominated Feature in 2018. The only other feature film was Rango, 2011,
Yes, Johnny Depp
to win.
as a lizard.
Yeah, so weird.
It's a great flick, though.
The unique animation style in Spider-Verse aims to make the viewer feel as they were in the comic book page.
Yeah.
We know that. According to Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, the film combined the latest computer-generated animation technology with hand-drawn artistry. It was very important to us to have every frame of the movie was refined by the artist hand after the visuals were rendered by computers. If you freeze any part of the movie at any time, it will look like an illustration with hand-drawn touches and all.
Yeah.
So they basically hand drew over the whole
Yeah.
movie. 180 artists
Yeah.
over the world.
Yeah.
If you hit pause anytime a train goes, so when there's a train going by,
Yeah.
because all the animators wanted to animate Stan Lee,
Yeah.
he's in almost every single train. So Stan
That
Lee
makes sense.
is in every train hand-drawn by another.
That makes sense.
That's pretty cool, huh?
That'd be cool.
Completing the animation for the film required up to 180 animators,
Yeah.
the largest crew ever used by Sony Pictures Animation for a film. Animation has always been a time-consuming art. It can take animators a week to do 4 seconds of a movie. Because of how involved and sophisticated the animation process for Spider-Verse were, it took a month to do 4 seconds.
Wow.
So we're not going to see a sequel for a while.
Yeah.
Which is great, because it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
And I got one more. Nope, that was it.
Well, they could shoot all the vocal stuff and all that could be done already. Like the vocal stuff for Toy Story 4 was done like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's all going to be done early.
Yeah.
They have to. I don't think they started the script yet, but they want to.
Yeah.
And I think I have one fact about Spider-Man 3. Sam Raimi was deeply unhappy how that film turned out. Basically, he had a chip on his shoulder saying, I wanted to do 4 to make up for
Yeah,
how bad
bad
3
3
was. Because he felt so bad. And
Didn't he
it
decide to do like a comic book version of it?
hasn't come out. I mean, there was talks.
Yeah.
But
Now J.J. Abrams and his son's doing a Spider-Man.
yeah, they're doing a Spider-Man comic, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
What happened was they were teasing it, and they put a 4 in a Spiderweb.
Yeah,
Everybody
everyone thought
thought
it
that
was
was going to be
Spider-Man
Spider-Man 4, the Sam Raimi. Then they did a 3.
Yeah.
Then they did a 2. Then they did a 1. And
Yeah.
then it announced, and everybody already kind of made up their mind what they
Yeah.
wanted it to be.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see what J.J. Abrams are going to do. A little mini-series with Spider-Man. I'll definitely buy that.
I know you will. You love the Spider-Man.
I love I still read Spider-Man. He's one of my faves. I'm excited for tomorrow, man. 9:15. We're going to Enfield.
Yes.
We do after the movies, which we haven't done in a long time.
We haven't.
I feel like we splintered for all these other random movies.
Well, we only really get together for the big ones. The Marvel movies are like the Marvels is in the Star Wars.
Now after this, is there any other big movie until Star Wars?
I don't think so. I don't think there is another super movie.
I mean, after this, I don't think we're going to see John at the movies for a while when the baby
Well,
comes.
I think for Star Wars, I'm assuming. We'll see.
Yes, but I'm talking between now and then, though. I don't think there's any. I mean, there's movies I want to see. I want to see the new Quentin Tarantino film.
That looks really good.
I know. I'm so excited.
Like, is it supposedly? Is it going to be a? Marilyn Manson movie, do you think? Or is it just
Did you say Marlon Manson?
Marlon, yeah, whatever his name is.
Marilyn Manson? He's
Whatever
a
his name
singer.
is.
Charles Manson?
That's it.
No. He's just a part of it, but he's not in it a lot. That's not the main focus of the movie. I mean, I'm looking. There's The Lion King. I do want to see. I'm excited.
That's
to see
not something
that.
we're gonna all get together and see, though. That's
No,
like
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Hobbs and Shaw looks kind of fun.
This is the movie that Brian Kozaska said when we were sitting and we saw the first trailer. This looks like a movie someone gave an 8-year-old
Right.
a bunch of random toys and said, "Make a movie out of it."
Yeah.
And this is the movie you got.
I know.
And now he's like, "This looks kind of fun.
It looks
I'm
kind of
excited
fun.
about it."
I might go see it. I'm not that excited by Rambo.
No, Rambo, I'm not really super ecstatic
I'm looking at
about.
all the Joker, October 4th.
Oh, yeah, that's the one that we're
That's
talking about.
definitely. That's a definitely we all gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that. Zombieland Double Tap is supposed to be coming out October 11th.
Yeah.
We gotta go,
We ever
Mark.
heard anything about that?
Me and you can go.
Yeah, I'd go to that.
We saw the first one together.
The other one I saw, which I haven't really, I don't think it's not like one we'll all get together and see, The Current War. Have you heard about this one?
No.
It's Benedict Cumberbatch, Michael Shannon, Tom Holland,
Mm-hmm.
and they play. I think Cumberbatch plays Thomas Edison, and Michael Shannon plays George Westinghouse, and I think Tom Holland plays Nicholas Tesla. It's all about who invented or who's gonna invent the first electric light bulb.
Yeah, because Tesla got the shaft.
Yeah, and it's all like espionageal and all that stuff.
That's awesome. Definitely have to check that out.
Yeah, but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that's a big one. It Chapter 2 is coming out.
Oh, yes. We all got to go for that one.
I'm not going to see that.
You saw the first one,
No, I did not.
Oh,
No, I did not.
wow. So it was all of us but you.
Yes, I will not see that movie.
I doubt John will be going with me because that comes out like a month or two
September
after.
6th comes out my birthday.
It comes out right before him having his Chris
Right
having
after
a
he
kid.
has a
Yeah,
birthday.
so he ain't going to that.
Mm.
Wait, so far, well, sayonara, John, for at least half
Yeah.
a year.
The other one I really want to see, which I don't know if you'll want to see it, it's Matt Damon and Christian Bale.
Yes,
They're calling it Le Mans 66, but it's really Ford versus Ferrari.
right. Yeah, it does look good.
That looks really, really good.
Yeah,
And Frozen 2 comes out in November.
I could give two shits. But John, those would be John's favorite new movies.
That'd be John to be all about those now.
I got a boy.
Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker, December 20th.
I know. I'm so excited.
The new Sonic the Hedgehog movie, too.
I don't care. Those would be John's favorite new movies, the kid movies.
Yep, that's what we'll be going to.
All right, Marcus. We'll see everybody next week when we do our Spider-Man after the movies on Monday. And after that, we'll be back doing a normal show that following week.
All right, everyone have a great holiday.
Yeah.
Enjoy the July 4th fireworks celebrations in your area.
Yeah.
Enjoy them responsibly. And we'll see everyone back here next week for Spider-Man Far, Far, Far From Home.
J Squad.
Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out! Here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Yes, and tough. He's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. 1, 2, 3.
Drop kick.
Spider-Man.